Okay, so welcome. So welcome back to the masterclass. So today is the day 2 of the Amazon KDP masterclass. Please, if you are just joining, tap on the screen and give the live a like. And also do well to share the live massively. Do well to share the live to your friends, brothers, sisters, neighbors. Share it even to your enemies that you know at least you want their life to be better. You want them to, have a means to actually create wealth for themselves. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Please, if you can hear me, I want to see a fire emoji. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. If you can hear me, drop a fire emoji. Welcome, welcome to the live. Please, if you are just joining us, today is the day 2 of the Amazon KDP Masterclass. And in today's you guys can hear me, okay? And yesterday we actually talked about what Amazon KDP is and 7 success elements that you need to know in order for you to succeed as a publisher. Today we'll be talking about 4 unrealistic KDP niches that will make you your first $1,000 to 10,000 in less than 60 days. Now, please, I want you guys to do me a favor and share the live. Share the live to your brothers. Share the live to anyone that you know that they want to learn how to make money. You know, you have a neighbor that is struggling financially, you are a student, you have a friend who is a student, you have a 9 to 5 worker, you have a brother, you have a sister. Just go to the YouTube and click on the share button, copy the link and share to their DM, share to KDP groups so that they can join the live and also be a part of what is about to happen. Okay, so that they can also be a part of what is about to happen. All you need to do is to share the live. And please, if you are just coming, make sure you give the live a like. And again, if you've not subscribed to the Value Bank YouTube channel, do well to subscribe. Okay, so we are live. I want us to get to at least 20 on the live, then I will start up. Okay, we'll be starting in the next 4 minutes. Make sure you share the live and give the live a like. Okay. Yesterday, we actually talked about a lot. We talked about 7 elements that can help you succeed as a publisher with book publishing. And also, for the early comers, if you are just coming, yesterday I actually gave someone an opportunity to join the Zero to Hero Amazon KDP Blueprint for free, a lifetime access to the course for free. Now, one mentality I would like to actually correct is this: if you are not able to be the lucky person, do well as much as you can to take the offer in the end of the life. So, okay, do well to take the offer in the end of the life. Now, you have the opportunity again. So what you need to do to actually qualify to gain a lifetime free access is give me a good reason why you should be the winner of the grand prize and get a lifetime access to the Zero to Hero Amazon KDP blueprint. Here is my number. All you need to do is send that DM now. I will announce the winner during the course of the live. And please, if you are not able to win the grand prize, there is also an offer for you in the end of the masterclass so that you can be able to join the Zero to Hero Amazon KDP blueprint. I know a lot of people are here and they want to make real money online. You get, that is why this masterclass is being held. And if you are just joining us and you've not shared the live, do well to do so. We have 2 minutes to actually kickstart the live. 2 minutes to kickstart the live. If you are joining, please give the live a like and also share the live to KDP groups. Share it to your friends, share it to your family members, share it to people that you know they want a stream of income that can be earning them at least $500 to $1,000 and above. And also, if you are that kind of someone, I've told you, share it to your friends, your enemies, share it to your fellow students. If you are a student here, share it to your parents if they need this opportunity. Anyone that actually needs this opportunity, go to below this video, you see the share button, copy it and share the live. So we'll be starting in the next 3 minutes. Once it's 8:30, we'll start up, the live, and I'll be sharing with you 4 unrealistic KDP niches that you will make your first $1,000 to $10,000 in less than 60 days. And please also tell me where you are watching from. If you are watching from Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, rep your country of location. If you are watching from Rivers State, from Lagos, rep your state where you are watching from. Okay. So in the next 3 minutes, we are actually going to be kickstarting the live. If you've not shared this live, there are people who will need the information in this masterclass that can help them change their financial life. There are a lot of people that Nigeria has happened to, not only in Nigeria, but Africa at large. They just need one skill that can change their life forever. And that skill is the skill of book publishing. You understand? So the best gift you can ever give to these kind of people is make sure they join this live by sharing the link to them. And also, if you like the live, YouTube will recommend and push this live to more people so that they can join. You understand? So that they can join. So we have 2 more minutes before the live, masterclass begin proper. So do well. If you've not shared the live, please do well to share it. If you've not liked it, do well to like it. If you've not subscribed to the Value Bank YouTube channel, also do well to subscribe. We just have 1 more minute to go before the live actually kickstart. And please, you can also rep where you are watching from, the country you are watching from, the location you are watching from in Nigeria. Rep the location. Okay, we'll have just 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go before we'll kickstart the live. I want someone to look back from today and testify that because he was in this masterclass, his life has changed financially. And I know that there are a lot of people who will be on this live today. In the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, will be doing at least $10,000 in revenue just by publishing and uploading books on Amazon. It is very possible. The secret I'm about to share with you today is something that can make that possible for you. Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. So I think we can now start the live proper. So today we'll actually be talking about 4 unrealistic KDP niches that will make you your first $1,000 to 10,000 in less than 60 days. You understand? Now, if you are just joining, yesterday I actually talked a lot, about mindset and about how you can succeed in the business of publishing. You get? Now, if you look at my screen, you will see two guys on my screen. If you look at your screen, you actually see person A and person B. This person A is the same person as person B. But if you look at the condition of this person A, you see that the condition is not that good. You understand? What changed this guy to this guy is the decision he made to gain access to an information that can transform his life, especially in the aspect of book publishing. The guy that you are seeing here, this person A, is Value Bank, this guy that is talking to you. You understand? And I know that a lot of people, or some people in this life, are here to also change their life. They are person A. But what will actually change it for them is them actually making the decision to change, and also making sure they have access to the kind of information I got access to that changed my life. You understand? So I'll also explain what KDP is for people who are just joining, because a lot of people are confused. They don't know what Amazon KDP is. And in yesterday's live, that we talked about understanding Amazon KDP and how to win in the game, we have three individuals when it comes to book publishing. The connection here, you have this guy is you who wants to become a publisher, and you have the solution. You understand? And the solution you have is what you put inside a book. It can be a health book, it can be a book about money, it can be, a book about politics, it can be a biography book. You understand? But whatever you are putting inside that book is a solution. You get? Whatever you are putting inside that book is a solution. I can see that Elegance is actually watching from Sierra Leone. I have people who are actually watching from Ghana. Daily Quotes is actually watching from Ghana. Okay. We have Ibrahim Sanusi, who is actually watching from Nigeria. Okay. So we have the platform. Amazon actually gives us the platform to sell these books. So what we do as publishers is we provide solution to this platform. Then these guys that have the problem come to this platform and purchase our book. Immediately that transaction happens, we make money. They pay to Amazon, and Amazon actually pays to us. Now I have people that have actually taught in this business that are making way over $4,000, $5,000 just in a single month. Now just do the math and convert that to your local currency, and you see how much that is. You get? And we talked about building a 10K in 60 days publishing business. This is what this masterclass is about. You understand? What I'm about to teach you is how to build this business. Yesterday, we talked about how to win in the game. And I mentioned to you guys 7 different elements that can help you succeed in the game of publishing. You understand? So today, I'll be sharing with you 4 different niches. Now, if you look at your screen right here, before we even talk about the niches that you are supposed to be going into, there are 3 core markets that we have. And these 3 core markets, there is no way you do a book around these 3 core markets that you don't make money. The only thing you need to do is to find that particular niche that you want to play in inside these 3 core markets. And in the 3 core markets, we have wealth, we have health, and we have relationship. Now, people will always need money. People will always need to make money. They will always have money problems. So whatever book that you're actually putting around money making will sell, because people will actually, they want ways to make money. You understand? Most of the people that are in this life are looking for opportunity to make money. Most of them are already publishers. Most of you guys are already publishers who are publishing. Some of you guys, the reason why you are not selling the way you are supposed to be selling is because maybe the information you have right now is not showing you how to make real money on Amazon. You understand? So your sales actually, you understand, is not going high because of the information you have currently. But if you have a better information and you know a better niche to publish on, which I will be discussing today, you will make way more money on Amazon. So we have the health niche. People will always be sick and they will always look for tips to make money. They will always look for, they will always look for tips and ways to get healthy. You understand? Now we have relationship. Whatever you put around this relationship niche will always sell, because people are always having relationship problems. You understand? They are always having relationship problems. You get? So in these four niches, the first niche I am going to be talking about today is biography. If you are a publisher or you are just a newbie who wants to make money with a publishing business, one niche that you can go into right now to make a lot of money is the biography niche. You understand? And why the biography niche? In this kind of niche, the reason why biography is profitable is that readers love real inspirations when it comes to you putting on book on biography. You understand? So you want to tap into their curiosity about, what you are writing about. And when it comes to you publishing books on biography niche, you can write on different things. You can write on, Trump, as you can see. You can write on Trump. Okay? Of the United States president, and you will make a lot of money. And I will show you how to write a biography niche in this particular video, even if I'm not going to actually be, explaining everything, but I will show you the concepts, how you can write, and things to know if you want to make money in biography. You understand? If you want to make money in biography. Now, I would like to share my screen and we'll go to Amazon. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, can you see my screen? Okay, you can't see the screen. Let me try to share it again. I want to actually go to Amazon and Just hold on. I want to give you guys like a practical example on how to write a biography book. Okay, just hold on. Okay. I'm trying to Can you guys see me, please? I'm actually having network issue. Please, if you can see me, I want you to drop. Can you see me? Okay, okay. So I'm actually trying to share my screen, but I could not share my screen. I really wanted to explain to you guys. Can you hear me? I really wanted to explain to you guys how to, go into the biography niche and write books on this particular topic. Okay. So I was actually talking about biography, and I was trying to share my screen, but my network was not allowing me to do that. I don't know if you guys can see the screen now. I'm trying to share the screen again. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Please, if you can see my screen, just drop an emoji. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay. So we are on Amazon. Okay. So this is the biography niche. And there are some things that you need to understand about the biography niche. Now, one thing about biography is that biography is is a kind of niche that you write on, and you are sure to make a lot of money. You understand? Because not everyone knows actually how to write a book on this particular niche. You get? But if you want to go into writing books on this particular niche, and you can, all you just need to do, one, you can write a biography based on what is trending. Two, you can write a biography based on someone that is popular. You get? Based on someone that is popular. Now, for example, if you go to the search bar and let's type Trump, okay? Let's say Trump biography, and we'll click on enter. Now, you actually see books that have been written on Trump. You understand? You as a publisher, which you are called an independent publisher, what you need to look for if you want to write a biography about someone that is popular, a politician, let me say like if you want to write about Ronaldo or any of these guys that is very popular, if you go to Amazon, you first of all search the name of the person. You get, to be on the safe side. This is to be on the safe side because biography is a niche that if you are not careful and you go and write about someone that their name or their brand is heavily trademarked, it can get your account terminated. You understand? Now, when you search someone like Trump, what you want to look out for, if there are independent publisher that have written book on this particular guy, on Trump, you understand? So all you need to do, if you have installed like your necessary tools that you need to install, for me, I use BookBeam. You understand? You see that this guy right here is an independent publisher. What this actually shows you is that is the safety of that particular name or that particular biography book that you want to write. You understand? You want to make sure that you are, as a publisher, you must be safe because your account is more important than any royalty you will ever earn. You can earn royalty today and you cannot withdraw that royalty if you are not careful. You get? Now, since this person is a self-published author, as you can see, if you go down, all you just want to be looking out for is people that have written books on Trump. This, you see, this book also is also about Trump and is also written by an independent publisher. This particular book is written this particular year. If you come down, look at this book right here. It's also by a self-published author. Here is also by a self-published author. You understand? This one is also by a self-published author. This one is also by a self-published author. This actually gives you an indication that you can write a book about Trump and be sure to make money. And when you are going into writing a biography book, you want to make sure that whatever biography book that you are writing is someone that is, one, popular. You understand? Is someone that is popular. You can actually write biography about entrepreneur or tech giants. You can write about Elon Musk. You can write about Jeff Bezos. You can write about, Steve Jobs. You can just, what you just need to do is simply go to ChatGPT. You understand? If you go to ChatGPT, you can now, tell ChatGPT, okay, I want to write a biography about this particular person. You begin to ask ChatGPT questions. You understand? Like, do you know this particular person? I want to write a biography book about this particular person. Can you develop a table of content for me for this particular person? It's a biography book about this person that will outsell any other book that have been written. ChatGPT will explain to you, give you the answer. When you get your table of content, you begin to generate your content. It is very easy to write, but you have to be careful. You get? This niche, if you can do, look for, let me say, 5 good persons that you can write book on biography, you can be making at least $5,000 on Amazon with biography. $5,000. You get? A lot of people don't know, how to write books on. You get? Is one untapped need that a lot of people don't know how to write books on. So the next niche that we'll be talking about, okay, outside of biography, is computer and technology. This niche, like for example, let me take for example, we have the iPhone 7 that is just coming up. This niche also deals on trend, not only trend, but you want to, there are like different ways that you can actually make money with computer and technology. Now, I would love to share my screen again with you guys. Okay. I would love to share my screen again with you guys. You have the computer and technology niche here. Let's just click on it. Okay, let's take this out first. Okay, just hold on. I'm actually having a slow network. I'm having a very slow network. I actually wanted to show you guys how to, you know, how to write on, how to pick a book on a tech niche. You understand? To write on. You get how to pick a niche to write on. Now, the next niche that you can go into that will make you at least $1,000 fast on Amazon is the health and fitness niche. And why the health and fitness is profitable is that health and fitness is a constant, there is like a constant need. People will always buy books to lose weight, get fit, or manage conditions. You understand? This niche is an evergreen niche. You understand? And if you are a publisher who wants to do well, you want to make sure that you take advantage of niches that are evergreen if you want to make real money on Amazon. And also, it attracts both casual readers, people willing to spend money, you understand, for solutions on this particular niche. And you can actually write this niche by simply making sure you go to Amazon and pick a clear topic. Now, I have a lot of videos on YouTube that teaches you how to get profitable topics on Amazon. You understand? And pick a clear topic to write on. And I told you guys yesterday, there is one important thing that you can do as a publisher. If you want to make money, or someone who wants to go into the book of publishing, is make sure that you understand keyword. The day you understand what people want to spend money on, it becomes easy. Whatever niche I am sharing with you guys this night, the most important thing is getting your title of your book. You understand? If you figure out during your market research that if you write about Elon Musk, for example, this Charlie Kirk, shooting that actually happened, there is a guy that wrote a book about Charlie Kirk biography, and that book was written on February. That book made $10,000 in a day. That book has actually gone to the #1 bestseller list, on that particular niche, because people wanted to know about this guy. So, and the person that actually wrote this book is an independent publisher like you and I, which is in a biography niche. So you can choose any of these niches I am sharing with you today and master, immediately you master keywords and you can get a keyword on them. You don't need a lot of books. 5 to 10 books is enough for you to actually make the most amount of money that you can make on Amazon. 5 to 10 books is enough for you to make the most amount of money. The only thing you need to do is, number one, understand how to get keywords. Number two, understand how to write a good book around that, because you'll be competing with a lot of people. Sometimes you might not be competing with a lot of people, but you will need to understand how to write a good book around every book that you'll be putting out on Amazon, because most of the books that you'll be putting out are books that can be selling for 20, 30 years, because most of the books are evergreen book. If you write a biography about Trump today, in the next 30 years, anyone who wants to learn about Trump and they go to Amazon, they search biography of Trump. If your book is actually doing well and you have launched that book very well, and that book is consistently seeing sales, your book will actually pop up on the first page. And in the next 30 years, people will still be buying your books. You get, because you have understood, first of all, how to get a person that is would always be trending, someone that will always be relevant. Secondly, you know that this particular person is someone that they might always be looking for ways to learn about this person. You wrote a good book about them, which is a key important factor of your success on Amazon, and you launched the book very well. You understand? If you play on these 3 niches I have discussed, and the last niche is parenting and relationship. You understand? Parenting and relationship. And I want to actually show you guys something for people who actually want to, maybe you want to find out how well a niche is doing on Amazon as a newbie, as someone who is publishing already. Let me just share my screen with you guys. You want to find out how a niche is doing already. You get? Let's go to ChatGPT. Okay. Now this is GPT. Now all you want to do is go to Amazon and copy down the niche. Like if you go to Amazon right now, let me try to go to Amazon. Let me remove this first. I want to show you guys something. Let me remove this. Okay. Now this is Amazon. Let's go to, okay, parenting and like this particular niche that we have here. Okay. So all you need to do is to, if you get to Amazon, is to copy this. You understand? This is the parenting and relationship niche. Any niche that you actually want to, you want to know the particular niche that you can be publishing on, or the particular category that you can be publishing on, so that you can make the most amount of money. All you just need to do, copy this. I know most of you guys have not seen this before. For those who are into book publishing, copy this. Now we've copied it. All you now need to do, let's go back to ChatGPT. Let's take this guy out. Okay. You go to ChatGPT. Okay. Now you paste it here. The niche that you have copied, paste it here. You see this prompt. This is all you need to give to ChatGPT. And what I did here is, these are sub niches, okay, in the parenting and relationship niche. You actually put the name of the niche. Which sub niche here sells the most? What you want to find out is the sub niche that sells the most. You get, and you just click on enter. Once you click on enter, ChatGPT is actually going to go to Amazon and bring for you data on this particular niche. You understand? It will give you this result. As you can see, here is a breakdown of what I find out and which sub niches seem to sell the most or have the biggest or fastest growing market in the parenting and relationship niche. If you like, I can also try to find data more specific to Nigeria, which is not what I want. First of all, this ChatGPT, this account that I'm using, ChatGPT actually knows that I'm from Nigeria. So it now gave me key indicators. To decide which sub-niche sells the most, I considered total market size / revenue, growth rate, willingness of customers to spend money, number of active products and services. You understand? And as you can see, the fertility and fertility service is topping the list with about $46 billion, which is what the industry is generating every single year. In 2024, this industry, the fertility and the fertility service, actually generated 46. In 2023, in 2030, it is predicted to reach 140 billion, which means if you actually do a book on this particular keyword, you will sell. Now, it now gave us an overall comparison based on the data. The fertility service market is one of the largest and fastest growing in the list. Huge demand, increasing, and digital health service. You understand? The next is pregnancy and maternity. So this is how to find out a niche that is selling very well. So if you do a book around this now, you will be sure to make your first $1,000 on Amazon. Just like I said, all you need is just like a book. You understand? All you need is a book on that particular niche. All you need is a book on that particular niche. You get? All you need is a book on that particular niche. So let's go back. Let's take this out. The next is fitness, health, and dieting. To look for keyword on this is very easy. If you go and watch any of my YouTube videos on how to get profitable keyword, you can learn how to get keywords on this particular niche. And this niche, if you can, the thing is that once you understand how to get keyword and you understand how to write a good book and you understand book launching, it becomes very easy. The only thing you need is make sure that you get 10 keywords that you can put books on. Please, if you're actually following me up, I want to see a fire emoji. If you are following up on this masterclass, I want to see a fire emoji before we continue. I want to see a fire emoji before we continue. Let me know that you guys are here. I want to see a fire emoji. Okay. That means we are actually following up. So the health and fitness niche is one niche that you can still publish on and make a lot of money on Amazon. All you need to do is understand how to get keyword on this particular niche. You understand? Just the way I showed you on how to get like a set niche in the parenting niche, that is also how you can get it. You understand? So it is very easy to make at least $1,000 and above. If you are someone here and you've been struggling to make money, you've been struggling to make money online, book publishing is one of the vehicles that you can go into and you make a lot of money. As you can see on the screen, this is one of my students that have actually done over $3,000 in a month. Now, let's actually do a calculation. And the number of books he actually have in this account, I think is not up to four books. And that is why I actually told you, you don't need a lot of books to make this amount of money. Let's say this guy actually made about $3,000. You can go into your calculator, any country that you are in, and convert $3,000 in your currency. Now, as a Nigerian, let me say this guy actually makes $3,000 predictably. Every single month, he does 3,000 and above. And let me say, for currently, let's say at Naira is at the rate of 1,500. That is about 4.5 million in a month that this guy is actually making from 4 books. You understand? You now see why I told you guys that the guy you first saw in the first section of this masterclass, what changed for him was information. This guy, this student of mine that you're actually seeing here, what changed for him was information. You understand? And what will also change for you is information, getting the right and laying your hands in the right information. You get? If you don't have the right information, it is difficult for you to make a really good amount of money. As you can see, this student of mine also made about $2,000. Now, when you calculate $2,000, let me say he makes this amount predictably, because the more books he put out, the more money he will make. Let's say this guy actually makes about $2,000. Okay, 2,000 times 1,500, that is about 3 million naira this guy is actually earning every single month. The thing is that this can also be you. This can also be you. You see, this guy is actually making about $600. You can say, $600 is not too much, but when you convert it to your local currency, you see that this guy is actually making about 900,000 naira. Just imagine that you are able to make consistently as someone who have been earning peanuts in your job before as a struggling student. Always you are depending on your parents to actually send you money before you can settle things with your education, or you always call your uncle in the city to send you money before you can settle anything about your life, or you always call your friends and they are even tired of you calling them. The only thing you need is the right information, and that is what these people that you are seeing got, the right information. And the only way you can actually get this is through mentorship. You need someone to actually pick you and show you how these things work. You understand how this thing works? You need someone to actually pick you and show you how this thing works. You see, this guy also, this is one of my students also, he made $2,000+. As you can see, don't give up. This is last month's earning. Made $2,000. Convert it to naira. This is about 3-point-something million naira every single month, predictably. You understand? This person actually made about $400. Convert that to naira. That is about 800,000 naira. Predictably, you are sure that this money is going to be delivered to your account every single month. All you need to do is to get the right information and your life will change. It is that simple. It is that simple. You get? Now, this is where it comes, where I'll have to actually give you my free gift. You get? Now, if you want to replicate the results these people are getting and you want to take advantage, and you've said, I have suffered a lot. I need to change my financial life. You understand? I have this offer for you. Now, I have the Zero to Hero Amazon KDP Blueprint, which is the best course you can ever get anywhere around in Africa when it comes to book publishing. You get? When it comes to book publishing. And what you will be getting, if you will be getting access to the course today, is you'll be getting a full Amazon KDP mentorship from beginner to pro. You'll be getting a free content generation template. Now, this is where a lot of people struggle a lot. They don't know how to write quality content that can help them sell. Most people, they write books and the book sound AI. The people that are reading their books know that they purchase, this book was written by AI. How can you write a book that doesn't sound AI? That is where the ultimate formula actually comes in. Now, if you are someone who has been following me on YouTube, you know I did a video about prompt engineering and I talked about an ultimate formula. In the Zero to Hero Amazon KDP Blueprint, I explained how to put the ultimate formula in display. You understand? How to put it in display. Also, if you'll be taking the offer in the end of this masterclass, you'll also be getting a full course on how to publish on Apple Book. Now, Apple Book is another platform that you can upload your book and also make money. You understand? Another platform and another course I will be giving out for free if you'll be taking the offer in the end of this video is the Kobo Accelerator System. Now, all these platforms are platforms like Amazon that you can put your book. What this will help you do is you have a number of platforms that you can publish your book and you'll be sure to make money. Let's say Amazon actually gives you about $2,000 in a month. You publish on Apple Book and Apple Book actually give you about $1,000 in a month. And you come to this Kobo platform, Writing Life, you put your book there and it gives you about $700 in a month. Put together, you are making about $5,000 in a month. Convert that to your local currency. That is about 8 million naira every single month for someone who is actually doing only about 50,000 to 100,000 salary and living a frustrated life. For a student who is always begging people for school fees. You understand? So you will also be getting this for free when you take the offer. Now, this is one of my most, important information that I've actually packaged in a course, which is called the Aggregator Dollar Blueprint. What this actually teaches you is that if you are into the book publishing industry or the book publishing business, you might have heard of Draft2 Digital, Lulu Books, Google Play Books. Now, what Draft2 Digital helps you do is push your book to a lot of platforms. On this platform, if you can utilize, this platform, you can even make more money, more than you are making on Amazon. Let's say you now have Apple Books, you have Kobo Books, you have Amazon, and you have this platform pushing your book to more retail platforms, and you'll be doing like $7,000 in a month, guaranteed, if you learn how to write a quality book. You understand? Now, what I'm telling you is not BS. This is something I have done, and this is something I have taught people on how to replicate. And you that is actually seeing this today will also learn how to replicate it if you get your hands in the information. And I also have more bonuses for you. Yesterday, I told you, when it comes to Amazon, you need social proof. People need to believe that the book that you have actually put on that platform is something that is going to help them with the issue that they are passing through in their life. If you do a book about money, that book should help them make money. If it is about health, that book should help them solve their health problem. And for people to believe, you need people to come to your book and leave a honest review, telling other people that are going to get your books that this particular book is a great book. I have bought it. I have read it. That is why I'm coming to the platform to leave a review. You understand? It's as easy as that. Once you have a good number of reviews in your book, be sure to make predictable amount of money on the platform. And this is actually valued at $40, but you'll be getting it for free. Also, I'll be teaching you how to create a stress-free Amazon KDP account without verification. A lot of people are, passing through a lot when it comes to this book publishing business. And you get, because if you are from Nigeria and you are from some part of Africa, most of these people are having issues when it comes to Amazon. But do you know the thing that is working now for other publishers like we, that are still constantly making money? Do you know how we are actually avoiding book blocking? Do you know how our book is going live? Is through getting a foreign account. And I will be showing you, this is actually $20, but you'll be getting it for free. I'll also be showing you how to create and verify a foreign account. This is $30, but you'll be getting it for free. Also, I'll be giving you a free template on how to chat Amazon. If your book gets blocked, let me say you have an account and it is terminated and the book is blocked, you'll be getting a free template on how to chat with these guys to unblock your account, reinstate your account, or unblock your book. You'll be getting a free template on how to do that. You get, so this is all you'll be getting if you will be taking the offer in the end of this masterclass. Access to my inner circle mentorship, 10K Amazon KDP secrets, book launch secrets, Apple book course, Kobo book course, aggregator dollar blueprints, how to get reviews for free, stress-free Amazon KDP account, and how to create and verify foreign KDP accounts. You get, so this is the total amount you are supposed to be paying. But instead of actually paying this, what you'll be paying in the next 24 hours, if you take this offer, is just 20,000 naira instead of paying $400. And you will learn how to replicate the results that my students are getting. Just imagine you as someone who is earning 100,000 naira salary, you learn how to make $500 to $1,000 every single month. How well will your life change? If you are taking this offer, all you need to do is send the 20,000 to this particular account and send me a DM on WhatsApp. You get, send me a DM on WhatsApp. So all you need to do is, if you are taking the offer, send me a message on WhatsApp that you are taking the offer. This is my number here. All you need to do is send me that you want to be among the 5 persons that will be taking this offer. I'll be showing you how to publish on these niches I have mentioned and make the most amount of money. If your goal is to make $1,000, I'll be helping you. Now, one thing about this is that, and one thing I also want to add, if you'll be making payments right away and you'll be taking, because it's 24 hours, if you'll be making payments right away, I'll be doing this for you. I'll be giving you a personal 30-day hold up, which means I'll be holding you by the hands until you make your first dollars on Amazon. I'll be walking you through all the steps. As you are learning the course, you are reporting to me. I am giving you directive of what to do. You get, so because, and there is no way I will mentor you in this life and you will not get results. In your first 60 days, you should do at least $500. Just imagine as someone who is earning $50 and you 50,000 naira, and you did let's say 500 in a month, and in the next 60 days you are being paid 800,000 naira. Just imagine what you can actually do with that and how your life will become. So if you are taking the offer, all you need to do is to message me on WhatsApp and say, I am taking the offer. Remember, this masterclass is continuing tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of the masterclass. And I said before the starting that one person will be getting access. Okay. will be gaining access to the mentorship for free. Okay. And I'll be announcing the person as soon as possible. Okay, so if this is your name on WhatsApp, if this is your name on WhatsApp, this is your name. And this is your number. If this is your name, if your name is His Favor and this is your number, you've won access to the Zero to Hero Amazon KDP Blueprint for free. For those who didn't have the opportunity to win it, you have the opportunity to take this offer. Now, after this masterclass tomorrow, the course is actually going to 50,000 naira because I'll be adding a lot of things. And the opportunity of you being able to earn at least $500 if you are taking this advantage now, first of all, and you start learning immediately. Let's say you start learning immediately. In the next 1 month, you should be equipped with the skill of making at least $1,000. Let's convert that to naira. That is like 1.6 million. Let's say you can do 1.6 million with the ability and the teachings that you will get in the course. You can do 1.6 million in a month. As a student, as a 9-to-5 worker, you know, as a business person who is looking for money to actually, you know, put in their business, and you can do at least 1.5 every single month. How will your life change? And this offer is only for 5 persons. Please, if you are taking the offer, you can send me a DM and say, I want to take the offer. As you can see, these are testimonies of my students. You understand? As you can see, these are testimonies of the student of the Zero to Hero Amazon KDP Blueprint. You get? As you can see, this person is saying, I think getting this course is the best investment I've made this year. I'm completely blown away by the content. Like what? Honestly, I have to confess, I've been writing vague and low content books that haven't stood the test of time. Thank you at Value Bank for this amazing course. You are truly God sent to the KDP community. Inshallah, I will implement everything I've learned and come back with results. I also really appreciate the way you take time to respond to every question, whether in DMs and all that. You understand? So this person is saying, I'm still that your student. Now, this is one of the messages that actually got me emotional. I actually shared this testimony yesterday. This is one of the testimonies of my student that actually got me emotional, because I'm this kind of person that when it comes to mentorship, I don't just take your money to mentor you because I don't really need your money. You understand? But I have a mentor who tells me if they don't pay for attention. And I took about 1 year, 6 months to actually create this information. This course was actually bettered out of a place of, you know, people crying that they have gone through a lot of book publishing course and they are not getting results. That is how this course came about. So I have to package my experience with the experience of other people, friends who are actually doing well in the KDP business, tested these informations, and actually brought it to the market to people who really want to make money on Amazon. You understand? So it's like a need, feeling a need in the industry. And I have over 32 countries joining the mentorship already. I have students from India, I have students from Cameroon, I have a student from China. I don't know how they understand my English, but I have a student from China, I have students from UK, I have students from Switzerland, different countries. I have students from Uganda, Kenya, mention them. You understand? And all these people are coming, you know, you don't get people coming from different places in the world to actually get an information if that information is not getting them results. You understand? And the only opportunity you have today is by taking the advantage of this offer. Now, this, if you are not taking the offer today, the price is actually shooting to 50,000 naira after this masterclass tomorrow. You understand? And you have actually 24 hours to take advantage of this offer. 24 hours. So if you are taking the offer, shoot me a DM on WhatsApp. You understand? Shoot me a DM on WhatsApp that Value Bank, I want to take the offer. You get? I want to take the offer. Now, this is my number. So if you are taking the offer, remember, this masterclass actually continues tomorrow, and tomorrow is the last day of the masterclass. If you enjoyed today's masterclass, you can actually leave a fire emoji. And if you are taking advantage of the offer, you want to change your life, you want to look like this guy, because a lot of people, I can tell you for sure, a lot of people are looking like the first guy okay. A lot of people are actually looking like the person A here. You understand? So if you are taking the advantage and you are taking the offer, shoot me a DM on WhatsApp. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll actually be discussing how to scale your 1,000 naira to 10,000. Now, you understand the business, you've gotten the topic, you know, you've actually understand the niche you want to publish on. How do you scale your $100? There are some people who have not been able to actually make over $100. The only thing they can make every single month on Amazon is just 50, 20. They are just managing like that. These are people that have a lot of books on the platform just because they don't understand how to, first of all, write a good book, get a good keyword, and make this book sell. They are under the $100. So these people, they have not been able to pass $100. How can you be able to make 500? How can you be able to actually make 1,000? And how can you scale to 10,000? So tomorrow, I'll be sharing with us how to achieve this. You get? And to actually achieve this, you need more than what you know now. If you are someone who is consistently making $1,000, I will be showing you tomorrow how to scale that $1,000 to 10,000. If you can make 1,000, you can make 10,000. If you are making 100, you can make 1,000. If you are making 1,000, you can scale it to 10,000, guaranteed, tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. For those 5 persons who will be taking the offer, congratulations. I will see you in the Inner Circle Mentorship. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and thank you for actually staying to the end of this masterclass. Tomorrow, we'll meet again. Congratulations, and have a good night rest.